Welcome back to Kidzito Sometimes, and happy belated Easter and Family Day to those celebrating.
And for those of you that aren't celebrating, the Haiaaaai remix you didn't know you needed in your life, but now you know. What is up with the Haiaaaai?
I thought you were playing that song and a Haiaaaai had broken in or something like that.
No. Well, that was a big song. DJ Snake
Yeah, it was.
meets DJ Haiaaaai. Oh, the Snake and the Haiaaaai, not the best of friends.
Yeah.
Probably enemies.
Yeah. Wasn't it with Bipolar Sunshine?
Chloë,
Interesting
no
name.
need to get political so early into the podcast. We speak a lot. So welcome to the show. Welcome to KETS. Welcome to the magic that is primetime television.
Exactly.
On YouTube.
Hi.
Or Spotify. Who gets them on Amazon podcast? That's what I want to know.
Even more so on Google Podcasts. I'd also be interested.
I see Google before Amazon.
Already? Okay.
But I see a lot of things. You know, I'm a well-traveled man. Big locks. I've got a bit of a multiracial look going today because of the way I've shaved. It's a bit patchy, so I'm a bit black, but
it
white.
looks good. Salt
and pepper, baby. Salt. If you're listening, well, unlucky you can't see this terrible look. But no, also what was going on today when I was running, as I do, and yeah, you know, I run on that Camps Bay to Hout Bay route. Oh, splendid.
This is where Sam did his half marathon.
Oh, Chloë,
you guys remember that?
Please, it was the two oceans. It sounds like we've got a leaky pipe. This place falls apart by the day. And no, I was running there, and you know, I'm running topless, and you know, I'm not the next Caster Semenya, but I'm also, you know, pretty confident in myself. I got my chains on, 2 chains, but I got me a few on. And you know, I'm running topless, just having a great time. It's beautiful, minding my own business. And then this car on the other side of the road slows down. 2 white guys in a BMW. Yeah. And that's important. You'll find out later. And they wind down the window and they're like, "You fucking piece of shit." And you know when you're like so shocked?
Yeah.
Like, did that just happen? I had that's so Raven moment. And I was like, what? Anyway, I kept running. And then I was like, then I actually got angry. I was like, what the fuck? Who are these people? And who do they think they are that they can speak to people like that?
Yeah.
And then I was like so angry and down with the world and running. But, you know, not all that concerned. I was more down because I couldn't breathe. And then these 2 colored guys in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Smoking hubbly bubbly, you know, as one does. And, you know, then the one like almost like beckons to me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, here you go. He's going to insult me. And he's like, "Keep going, bruh." And I was like... Oh, isn't the world hilarious? So that's my long-winded story about having no wind in my lungs whilst being abused by white people and loved by the colored community. South Africa is a weird place. Pieces of shit, those people in that car.
I don't understand. Did they slow down and say to you and kept driving quite slowly next to you? Like to intimidate you?
No, they wound down the window. No, they weren't. I mean, I felt the pain of every person. No, I was going to go on a catcalling thing. I was like, no. There's nothing. There are no winds here.
Do you know what it could have been? It could have been someone who recognized you from the podcast. It was like from TikTok and being like, fuck you. People
hate us on the talk. They also, they hate me. That's right. They celebrate Chloë. Whoa.
I'm telling you, if that was
that Haiaaaai no one asked for.
If that was my alarm in the morning, you best believe I'm waking up.
You'd be up.
It'd probably be quite traumatizing. Then every time you hear a Haiaaaai.
I know. What have you been up to, Chloë? Let's hear something from you. I'm going to find some of our hateful comments quickly.
Okay. Well, Easter was this weekend and that was wonderful. My family still does like massive Easters, lots of Easter eggs. This was actually the first year that we didn't do an Easter egg hunt, which is a big thing. I've been doing Easter egg hunts. The average
age in the Melville household is probably above 30. And they're Easter egg hunting. You know, actually, I quite like it.
No, yeah. I've done Easter eggs for 21 years of my life.
I feel I ruined it.
Me too. And I actually believed in the Easter Bunny until I was in grade 5 when my teacher was like, so guys, like obviously we all know the Easter Bunny doesn't exist. Like we're going to dress up for the grade 1s. And I looked her in the eyes and I almost started crying. I couldn't make it to my tennis lesson that day. I was
parenting.
Absolutely traumatized.
Bad parenting. No, your parents hadn't prepared you at all for the world.
That's not bad parenting.
They should have seen you running and said, you fucking piece of shit. Then you would have been ready. Then that was tying it back. Okay. Just checking. But we've got lots to talk about on this episode. Christ, like the male boner. Rose again. This, interesting. Good. Interesting choice. Chloe is usually the one that gets bashed for the religion bashing. I like I said, I like religion. I like it all, but you must also be able to joke about everything. Come on, surely, brother.
Anyways,
the religion basher is back. Chloë Melville.
No, also not true. We're also going to talk a little bit about alpha male podcasts.
Alpha male podcast, which is actually what I do. I'm an alpha.
Which is the complete opposite to Tiny Meat Gang. Alpha male podcast. Then we're going to touch on the flooding that's happening in KZN. And then no, I'm telling you, KETS is a roller coaster, and you better strap in.
No, I think we need to we both need to go for like some classes on how to deliver things, and then we're going to talk about the flooding. Sha-ta-ta-ta. No, it's terrible, Chloe. Come on, you got to be a bit more somber. It's terrible what's going on in KZN.
Yeah.
Even that. Yeah. Next. We'll work on it.
And then we've also got to talk about all the debt that South Africa's in. Debt.
Christ, what a fun podcast. God.
Lots of fun. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more. The hardy-da. We go again. No, we're doing a few run-around jokes, come here, run around back to them.
I thought you were pulling up hate that we gotten. Could you not find it?
No, the hate is too hateful. I don't need it. I'm living life. I've had my run. I've had my endorphin dump. I've had 2 coffees. I've had my normal dump. Life is good.
Well, how was your weekend?
Irrelevant. Kind of irrelevant, I feel, at this stage.
Okay.
I did get excessively drunk on Friday, Good Friday. Good time to be blackout. I wasn't blackout though. I was just having a good time. We went to some weird places. Everyone was like, let's go to Mavericks. Everyone being me. We should have gone to Mavericks. Mavericks could also sponsor this podcast and lap dancers.
No.
But then Chloe said, if you go to Mavericks, wow. I don't know. I think I should be allowed to go to Mavericks. I put up with a lot in a day. From various people. Yes.
I think you should get your own alpha male podcast.
Alpha male. If these bitches ain't letting you go to the strip club, strip them down and I don't know where I was going with that. My alpha split personality is terrifying.
Okay.
He's a scary person.
If you had to describe an alpha male, how would you describe an alpha male?
Wait, hold on. I was talking about my weekend. You asked and now I'm deeply involved.
Okay.
And it's the truest thing in the world. Nothing good happens past 12 o'clock.
I've been saying this.
Bullshit. The best stuff happens after 12 o'clock. If the worst stuff is happening at 12 o'clock, that's just because you got loser friends. Lames that can't hang with you and your intensity of partying. Whoa. What fun was I having at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning? I'll tell you one thing. 5, that was too much.
And 8 the next morning?
Pain.
Not so much fun.
Pain. I'm also at the 2-day hangover. Hey, you. Are you experiencing 2-day hangovers? Probably. You're probably past 25 and a piece of shit. Listen to KETS and contemplate the complexities of life.
I have a theory.
You can't just not respond to that new ad that I worked on in real time. Yeah, what's your theory?
I have a theory on your ad is that, you say that you only get hangovers if you're 25. I think it's all about drinking fitness. True. I think that you could be 26 and just straight going out for drinks Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and be slightly hungover but okay. And me, a 21-year-old, and I go out and I do a massive night of drinking and I don't really drink, and I'm also out for 2 days. That's my theory.
It's true.
That's my theory.
And just speaking about fitness and running, because I agree with you 100%. We obviously just had the 2 Oceans Marathon, which was like, I've read in the newspaper, was on the verge of being cancelled.
Why?
Because churches in Fishhook were like unhappy that, you know, certain services were going to be disrupted. And to quote a good friend of ours, what is that? I mean, come on. The amount of jobs Two Oceans creates, the amount of people involved. That's what I don't like about, you know, religion. Because it's always like, our thing's the most important. But no, can't you have space for that thing? No, our thing. No, but there's another thing as well. That's the same thing. No, but our thing. Come on.
I know. That
pisses me off.
But it was on a Saturday. Is it just
they
sort
split
of like,
them between, I think, the 21, the half, and then they had the ultra and the marathon the next day. Or they did
on Easter.
Yeah, on Easter. There's people's choices when they want to.
Yeah, it's like you're not forcing people to go to church. Like if they want to run, they're going to run. And it's not that you can pray while you're running. You don't have to pray in a church. Why do you want them in the church?
It's your congregation, Chloe. You'd be a terrible pastor, and they give you money. And then shout out Gerda Steen. I believe that's how you say her name. Again, Afrikaans not my strongest suit. She won the ultra marathon, and so that's 56 kilometers, and she was averaging 3 minutes 30 a kilometer. I nearly had a heart attack today, got sworn at, and nearly had a nervous breakdown in a parking lot. And I was running 4 minute 40s for 5 kilometers. She's doing 3 minute 30s for 56 kilometers.
Holy moly.
I hope she's not. Imagine they get her on steroids. No, Gerda. How could have you? And she would have come up. She'll come out. I believe in God and tainted supplements. I love the supplements always tainted. It's like, oopsie, we put a bit of steroids at the factory. Oopsie. Shame all the rugby players when they get buzzed for steroids. This protein I've been taking was tainted, like at the protein store.
I can't believe it.
Oopsie, here's some steroids, some Trenable. Come on, guys, get better excuses. Be like, my girlfriend stabbed me in the night.
That's how the steroids got in you. Oh my God.
Don't you just hate people that call sex stabbing? Have you heard that?
No.
I heard
Staking.
Well, I mean, that's taking it to another level. But I heard someone say, yeah, I stabbed her last night. So I was like, what?
That gives me such an ick.
I know.
If I ever heard a guy talk like that, I'd be like, immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
No.
100%. Like, hey, did you stab last night?
Imagine someone's like actually stabbed someone. They're like, yeah. And everyone's like, wow, that's so cool. And
speaking of stabbing. No, yeah, anyway. Come on. Okay, so let's get back to the alpha male, because we are podcasters. You know this of us. It's objectively true.
Yeah.
So we shit on other podcasts. Here we go.
I love to do it. Okay, no, but I wanted to like get your understanding of what an alpha male is. I feel like we should establish that out the gates.
An alpha male is an alpha male is a state of mind.
Oh, okay.
And there are real alpha males in the world. And then there are people who think they are alpha males. And those are never the alpha males. Toto Wolff is an alpha male. Christian Horner is a beta cuck. And if you're listening in South Africa, that's C-U-C-K. Look it up. Preferably with safe search on. I don't want to get you in trouble. Don't do it at work. No, you know what I mean? It's like...
Yes.
So that's my interpretation.
Got you.
Like, also, if you tell people you're an alpha, you're probably not an alpha.
You're probably not. What is Tommy Shelby?
Ooh, alpha male.
Because everyone's like, that's like their ideal is Tommy Shelby.
I suppose he's an alpha male. He's a decision maker, a leader of people, a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Team alpha.
Okay. Well, I thought it'd be interesting to read the Urban Dictionary meaning. And this was actually written in 2004. So really ahead of its time.
Not like the Oxford Dictionary in 1812.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. 2004. So...
You can laugh and speak. I've noticed this during the podcast. It's like, haha. And it's like, no, we're on camera, Chloë. We're on camera. So you can laugh and then keep speaking. It's fine.
This is just how I am in my normal life. Okay, so an alpha male is a leader of the pack or herd, the dominant male, and the main source of the population. So he's having babies with all of the other women. That's a very important part of what being an alpha male is.
That's why Christian Horner is a beta, because Toto Wolff is secretly getting with his wife. And that's all for our F1 coverage today. Please race so we have better talking points. Okay, so yeah, what do you?
Yeah.
So you've got some videos of the alpha male podcasts.
Yes.
Okay, let's.
I just wanted to play a few because I was scrolling through TikTok, and if you actually type in alpha male or alpha male podcast, TikTok won't show you anything. It says something like it's associated with hateful behavior.
Hateful Eight, good movie, quite long. Some would say too long.
Too long.
Okay, so enough tickling us with foreplay. Let us have it.
Yeah, play the first one.
Okay, I'm going to watch on my computer.
A serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Throughout the majority of human history, female promiscuity has been absolutely frowned upon. Only in the Western world we're going to pretend it's an okay thing. Every single culture since the dawn of human time and every single place on the planet has said that female promiscuity is disgusting to the point where females were executed for it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I've seen that guy on TikTok. I don't know what his name is. He's annoying.
He's probably got one of the worst.
Yeah, but he's like heavily followed. He's like Jordan Peterson for gym bros. No, Jordan Peterson is for gym bros. No, I mean, there's just like so much. My only takeaway from that is he must be joking. Based on how they're laughing. I think that's on that Tom Segura podcast that he hosts with his wife.
Yeah.
Old Big Baldy and co. So I can only imagine that he's joking.
I mean, if it is, for me, it like completely misses the mark. It's like, what is he even...
Yeah.
Where is the joke? Is it just like completely satirical?
But that's been an alpha male. Like, you can fuck whoever you want, but if your girl's talking to someone else, that's haram. Like he brings like religion into this.
And like women were executed for that.
Yeah. Too much. Allah is not proud of that statement.
Too much. Okay. Do you want another one?
Inshallah, he finds peace and better statements. Yeah, give me another alpha male podcast.
Okay.
I say, if my wife lets herself go after I have kids with her, if I'm going to tell her once, if you don't get your shit together, I still want to be sexually attracted to my wife, my spouse. But if you can't do that, girlfriend too, if you can't do that, I'm out.
I wish you guys could see what these men look like.
Well, on YouTube you will see. But it is literally Mr. Potato Head, who you're like, if you saw him with his girlfriend or wife, you're probably like, oh, he's so lucky. And now he's out here. My favorite part of that, I'll tell her once. Like, this alpha male only speaks once. And if you don't listen to it then... Ta-ta, bitch. Fuck, she's people like, are delusional.
Jeremy, I just gave birth. Like,
imagine that.
I literally just gave birth yesterday.
Your partner does the most fantastic thing that any human being can do and brings new life into the world. And then, your boyfriend or husband's on a podcast being like, I tell her to shape up one time, and if the bitch is still fat, I kick her to the curb. And like, drive around Hollywood. Looking for a job. Maybe I'm going to be a star. I don't know. Fuck these people, honestly.
No. And also, like, imagine explaining to your kid years later, like, yeah, I divorced your mom because she didn't lose the weight from which she gave birth to you.
I would say then there's quite a high chance of that child being fat. I don't know what the science is behind that, but I'm pretty sure.
Hedge a few bits. Okay, I got one more.
Okay, one more. Let us have it.
This one is my favorite one.
Okay, in terms of how bad it is.
Yeah, it's just so dumb. Okay.
I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating. In my opinion, I think having an Instagram is 100% cheating, especially if she has scantily clad photos of herself on the internet. She's not making money off it, which a lot of women tend to do. They have Instagram just for attention, you know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
And I think for women, attention is like sex for men. So, women love that attention from the opposite gender. And if you got a serious relationship with a girl and she still has a for sale sign on her neck, I think that's very disrespectful.
I didn't hear the end of that.
Honestly, where is she shopping if she's got a for sale sign around her neck? Like, girl, get better jewelry. Maybe that's why he wants to break up with her. But my first problem with that is like a massive one, is the whole... He literally said, if your girl has Instagram, break up with her.
Yeah, if a girl has Instagram and she's in a relationship... But it's so funny the way he said it. He's like, just break up with her, or she's cheating.
These are like insecure people that got their heart broken when they were in like a young period of their lives, and now they go out and they've gotten all jacked and angry and on steroids and like shouting into a mic a bit like me right now. And we're like, fucking yeah, women are the worst.
And all of his friends are like, yeah, no, for sure. Unless she's making money from it and she gives me some of that money.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's completely fine
That's
to be
completely
pathetic.
fine. Yeah.
Oh no, as I could say,
My question is then, right? Okay. Is it then okay to cheat on you as long as you're making money from it?
that's a
Could
good
you
question.
then have sex for money, but it's okay because you're getting money from it? Because then ultimately it's all cheating.
Chloe, these questions are too tough for me. All I'm saying is that was some bullshit. Those people,
can't believe
it's
they
scary
think
to
like that.
think that people like that exist.
100%.
And my only rationale to feel better to sleep at night without taking a couple of pills is there must be just being absolutely sensationalist for views. The sad thing is there are people still watching that believe in it.
Yeah.
Like it's what people say on the internet to us, and well, no, to me. You just like that's bang out of line, and every time someone wrote there, because we made a joke about cars and exhaust valves and whatever, like going, and I was like, it's weird. It's like, why do people like that? And then someone wrote there, well, this guy never had a dad because otherwise he'd know. And he's like, haha, you don't have a dad type thing. And then, like always, what I do when these people troll me like that, I click on their profile.
Just have a look.
And in his profile, obviously he's got like 3 followers. But what really kills me is the bio, Jesus is King. I'm like,
No.
come on, man.
Every time.
Take us seriously. Speaking of things that need to be said seriously, I'm sorry, I have to get it off my chest. I just listened to Levitating by Dua Lipa in the car. She never needed you, the baby. The song slapped without you. If anything, you were just like there, okay? Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
My favorite part of the song is Dua Lipa with the baby.
Nope.
I love that
My
part.
favorite part of the song is Dance My Ass Off. Oh! Good heavens. That just... Oh!
Is Dua Lipa your... What do they call it? Like, not a wild card.
The wild card. She's the one.
Hall pass.
Ta-ta. The whole pass. It's nothing hypothetical. If she jumped up in here, if she came on the podcast, I would be putting down my best game, Chloe, and we'd have to apologize to each other afterwards because I don't think she'd get with me. She would. But, you know, I'd shoot my shot. Who's yours?
Fair enough. I think Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that either.
Yeah.
I love that when like a guy and a girl go on a break and the guy comes back, he's like, yeah, I slept with 7 girls. And the girl's like, well, that's okay. I can forgive you. And then the girl will be like, well, I went on 1 date. Yeah. And the girl will be like,
vomiting.
I can't take it. Hey, when's on? Anyway. That's a lot of fun. Now we're going to move into our not so fun stuff because we haven't spoken about it. And I felt bad that we didn't do
it the last podcast
last
we
week,
didn't.
but we were just so stressed out with the sound. And we're coming to you now on Tuesdays. You know, it's just better on a Tuesday. We're going to make your Tuesday better.
That really
it's easier
is
for us.
from now on. Like from now on, it will be on a Tuesday evening, okay? I know you've heard our promises before, but it will be on a Tuesday.
Promises, schmomises. See you on Tuesday. You beta cucks. How bad is that? I'm not convinced I know what that means completely, but anyway.
I want to change my Chloë dog woof to a howl, I think.
Stay in your lane. If Dua Lipa responds to my DMs...
I want to be an alpha female on this podcast.
Yeah. If your boyfriend listens to Dua Lipa, break up with him. He's a fucking idiot. And has probably pleasured himself to photos of her.
So let's talk about the flooding. In
other news. No, come on, Chloe. Come on. We've got to do this justice. I'm going to look at the script for the first time today. Sorry, I've been firing.
A part of me loves just like really hectic segues.
But yeah, it said sex. I was like, come on, keep it together.
That too.
All right. And scene. Let's focus up. The flooding in KZN. National tragedy. So what's been going on there, Chloë? Because some people, I said, I was like, hey, yeah, about the flooding. They're like, no. It's like, especially in Cape Town, because Cape Town's divorced from South Africa.
Yeah. And I hadn't heard about the death toll until a couple of days ago. I really don't feel like it's appeared in my news feed.
That's the filter bubble.
Crazy.
It's like Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's dick. 300 people died. No, put that down.
I did not see Kanye West. But yeah, so it's actually been the deadliest flood in South Africa's recent history, like in memory.
What's recent history, like post-apartheid or?
No, like in memory that we have documentation of. So like obviously we don't know what happened when the dinosaurs were around, but we do know what's happening now. And 400 people have lost their lives.
Sure. 400? I thought it was around 300. That's
so
terrible.
Over 440,000 people have been left homeless.
Jesus
It's devastating. Have you seen some of the videos?
I have seen, and that's what we put out an Instagram poll, like, what scaries are you, the Sunday scaries, because, you're going through the most. And he's like, just got back from Durban where he was taking like documentary photos. He says the photos don't even show how terrifying and...
I was watching a video and it looks like the house is riverbanks almost, and the river's just sort of like the water's just flowing through the house. It's really sad.
It's a tragedy, and I hate when like political groups and stuff hop on this for their moments. Like, I'm sure the DA was like, it's the ANC. Like, what the fuck? Who's in charge of floods?
Yeah.
I do get, obviously, the aspect of if there was better infrastructure, responses, that's what, of course, I understand that. But I just don't like, it's like when Marikana was politicized. And it's just like, these are 400 people. Like we've said on previous podcasts, like we've experienced a bit of death this year. And it's like, whoa, the ripple effects of one person dying are massive. Now imagine 400.
Yeah.
Crazy town. So
also for our listeners who are from KZN, we are thinking of you, and I can't imagine how hard that this time is. Like, really.
That's true. Wow. I was gonna make jokes.
I don't know.
Definitely
There's not many jokes we can make. No, but just to
you try and make it lighthearted, and people who listen and watch the whole podcast go, haha, that's what they do. And then you put a clip on TikTok, and people are like, you fucking racists making jokes about things, you fucking whites. So yeah, none of that from us today. But yeah, no, just I think acknowledging for it is an absolute tragedy.
Yeah.
The governments have donated. That is actually what I think about with the government. You're like, the government donates money. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so the government's announced 1 billion rand in relief funding, which is a lot of money. And then the Confederation of African Football, they've donated 30 million rand as relief funding. So,
well, Patrice Motsepe and the gang.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
know his name.
Patrice Motsepe, I think, was one of our first sort of billionaires.
Really?
He owns Mamelodi Sundowns. His wife, and you said his wife was dating. Jesus, Samuel, pull it together. Patrice Motsepe's sister is dating... Fucking hell. Is married to Cyril Ramaphosa.
Oh, really?
Let me Google that,
so
because
it's a family affair. But going back to your point of...
Hold on, I need to get this.
Okay. Going back to Sam's point of political organizations getting involved in that sort of stuff, I do think that the good part of it is people donating, ultimately, towards relief funds.
I know,
okay, shut up.
Sorry, Chloë. Yeah, that's a great point about donating and what have you. No, I was right. So, round of applause. Yep.
It's only us here, so...
Yeah. She is Patrice's brother. She is a South African physician and businesswoman. She's the First Lady of South Africa as the wife of Cyril Ramaphosa. She's the older sister of Bridget Radebe, and her brother is Patrice Motsepe. Royalty. South African royalty.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beast mode.
No idea.
I don't know why I did it.
Peace mode.
But yeah, so let's first go back to the 1 billion rand that the governments have just put aside for the KZN relief fund. Remember the Solidarity Fund? And we're like, wow, people are taking cuts. This could be us finally turning the corner. And then it was just absolutely ravaged and looted. I hate being that person, but you're in La La Land if you think the billion is going to go there. I wonder if the ANC...
I hope a lot of the billion.
I wonder if they go like, how much can we take? So they're like, okay, it's $1 billion. Good. We can take half of that and 500 more. They must speak.
That actually,
it makes me angry.
That makes me feel sick. Like, especially in times of crisis, like COVID, the floods. How can you steal money from people in need?
Yeah.
When you have so much, like so often these people who are taking money are completely well off.
Yeah, I mean, people are greedy. It's not just the ANC. There's corruption all around the world in all sorts of governments. I hate when people justify like a corrupt government for being racist. That I can't stand either. The ANC, you're the blacks. It's like, what the hell? These, you know, come on. But like what you said is very pertinent, the sort of anger and like, you know, it's, say you're a member of these families or, you know, even with COVID, like imagine the vaccine was, because the vaccine was available in the world.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we were like, woohoo, we're getting it with America. There was a delay when we got it. And then if you've got a loved one who passed from COVID, it's like, you know, was this because of, okay, this has gotten way too deep.
I'm just like looking at someone just feeling sad and sad. Okay. Yeah. Should we pick things up a little bit?
Pick them up and put them down. Zip it up and zap it down. I don't know if people have been peppering that in.
Still trying to make that happen.
I think actually...
Zap it up and zip it down.
Zip, whatever you want,
Zippity,
baby.
zap-a-dap-a-doo.
No, I don't like that one. I actually think that's from The Office, to be honest. It came to me in a dream. I thought I was being creative, but I think it's from The Office.
Okay.
Zippity bap. When Daryl is teaching like Michael how to speak slang. Zip it up and fuck.
Yes, it probably is.
Well,
okay.
Welcome to the world, people. None of us are really original. We're just bumping into each other, trying to function and eat nice food.
So
zip it up and zap it down.
So zip it up and zap it down. This weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
I came across a bottle of Stony Classic ginger beer. Lovely. But this time...
Spicy.
Spicy. Why is it spicy? And it said on the bottle, it said extra quetzer. So I was intrigued, like, what is quetzer? And I hadn't seen the new bottles of Stony. And I went searching for what quetzer is. We had a massive debate in my family. Everyone was like, no, like it's probably like extra ginger, right? Or like it's probably like...
Quetzer. Ginger.
Quetzer, ginger. Kind of sounds the same. Or like maybe it's a bit more carbonated. Or like maybe it's alcoholic. Like who knows? None of the
All
above.
possibilities. What is it?
So I looked it up. And apparently there's like one thing on the internet. And it says 2 people from South Africa agree.
That's enough. That's a consensus.
Yeah. According to trustworthy sources, that quetzer means like quench. It's like...
Okay. I'll believe that.
In like African languages, apparently.
African languages?
Yeah, it said it's of African origin and means quench. Apparently. But I don't know where.
There are lots of African languages.
Yeah, sorry.
Whoopsie.
I mean in the root of African origin. Whoopsie, apologies.
Change your identity, Chloe. Change you.
I'm out.
Go to Miami, lose your mind, darling. Yes, no, we know what you meant.
Sorry, I meant to say that it's of... I'm heating up. I'm meant to say that it's an African origin.
Never apologize. Just power through it. What I've learned from misspeaking, because, you know, people know what your intention is. They know you're not like that. Just power through it. Because if you go back to it, they then have to think about it. They look at you and go, maybe.
Which is real on the podcast. But anyways, so apparently it means quench, but I was interested to...
In African languages.
I was interested as to whether it was like an extra ingredient.
So what is it? You built this up. This better be something interesting.
It's literally like still a mystery. And I'd like to get everyone's thoughts on it because I looked at the ingredients in Stony Classic. I did a deep investigation.
And they're the same.
And they're the same. And Stony Classic actually has a couple extra ingredients. So I'm very confused. So I want to know if you guys know.
No, I don't
that
think.
is.
I don't think this is a matter of public interest, to be honest.
I really want to know.
Who stays awake at night?
Me.
What is this? Does this mean quench? I got to get to the bottom of it. Okay, what else do you have for us?
We should do like a taste test.
Something a bit more real than that, please, Chloe, because woof, I'm downvoting you for that one. And so if you guys do want to cancel her, I don't know, maybe do
Or
it.
if you guys want us to do a taste test, maybe
No.
next podcast, we can see.
Chloe,
Sam will come from a run. He'll be really thirsty. He'll have been shouted at by multiple people.
Chloe, the wheels fell off your car a while ago. Sometimes you have to just acknowledge that and take a back seat. Wait for the AA to arrive and just move on to something else.
Okay.
I think that's where we need to go.
Okay. All right.
So what's next?
Okay. I wanted to also...
It's like sometimes I have to remind you that we're doing a podcast. Come on.
South
What are we doing?
Africa's debt.
Oh, that's what you wanted to talk about.
Yes. I just wanted to ask you, how much do you think that we've borrowed over the past 5 years?
$1 trillion of debt.
$1 trillion of debt.
1 trillion.
Rand.
Yeah.
Close.
How much?
1.8.
Trillion.
Yeah.
So nearly 2 trillion.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, it's so
That's crazy town. In 5 years, that's not our total debt.
No, I think our total debt stands at almost 5 trillion.
Trillion.
Yeah. 5 trillion.
You know you're in trouble when Musk can't help you
Literally.
at all. But no, what's America's debt? I bet you that's also in the trillions.
We are not America. I'll tell you that much. We
No,
don't have the resources. We have like super high unemployment.
I'm just saying it's good for a point of reference. Yeah, as of July 2020, debt held by the public was $20.57 trillion.
Dollars.
And intragovernmental holdings were $6 trillion.
Dollars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is trillion rands.
So that's public debt. So you're talking about the government debt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
so
the government, has borrowed. But I thought it would be interesting to sort of...
The end of 2021, the federal government had 28.43 trillion in federal debt. So, guys, we're doing all right. We are also much smaller than America, so maybe we're not doing all right. Crazy town.
I know.
The more you know,
The
less you know.
First of all, I want to know where that 1.8 trillion has gone. What were we using
But
for?
if we could find out about the Stony ginger beer first, that's the sort of order we're after here. First Stony, then debt.
Yeah.
You have your homework for the week.
Okay, so I'm interested with what like the average person could do with
Okay.
1.8 trillion rand, right?
You could never spend it even.
No, but like to help us wrap our head around how much money that is.
Okay, go
Because
for
you
it.
say that number and it's like it could be billion, million, whatever.
Absolutely. Let's hear it. What can you do with 1.8 trillion?
You can save the Great Barrier Reef twice.
Not for me. Pass.
You could own every team in the NFL and maybe buy some Premier League teams. That'd be nice.
Exciting. Slavery with a couple extra steps, some might say. I don't know. I'm just drawing parallels that have been brought up in mainstream media about NFL and ownership of athletes.
Oh.
Don't look at me, crazy African languages.
Oh, I can already see the comments. Okay. You could also put approximately 4 million people through university in South Africa.
That's the one.
I know. 4 million people.
Jeez. They'd be like, no, I don't want to go. You're like, no, please go. No, don't go. No, please. Nah, it's fine.
I did that math myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. It also
Thanks, guys.
needs to be checked.
Yeah.
We've done maths on the show before. We are not the most accurate sources.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Oh, but well done, Chloe. I like that. Investigative journalism. Hard hitting. Just for you. The people of KETS.
Thanks. Yeah. But it's even more concerning that we're standing at like 4.8 trillion rand.
Why are we always standing in debt? Why do we never sit in it? Because I feel that's more appropriate. You wouldn't be like, debt. You'd kind of be like, sitting. We do not have the facilities.
I think that's why people call it drowning in debt. Maybe.
There we go. Why do you say it's outstanding debt?
Maybe. Yeah.
Wonderful debt.
We're drowning
the
in
best debt ever.
Drowning in it. Yeah. Yeah. And how much of that has gone to Eskom? Just saying. So
Eskom's not a bad place to work. It's one of the highest paid companies in South Africa. Average paid.
really?
Yeah. And it's great because you don't have to do fucking anything. You get,
Also not true. but-
no, you can be like, nothing works. Yeah, it's 40,000 rand. We'll try again next weekend.
Pat.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you're also not going to have electricity this weekend. Yeah, another 20K. No, fuck those people.
Yeah.
Fuck the kids.
So they have received 136 billion rand to pay off their debt, like to date, and they're going to receive a further 88 billion until 2025, 26.
This was like SAA. SAA gets bailed out more than your
That's-
drunk uncle after a
part of-
couple of drinks on the Easter weekend. Whoa. We don't want to bail you out. Of course, as a hypothetical, I don't have an uncle who was in jail. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. People are like, how could you, Samuel? How could you side with one of them?
But you're completely correct. That's where the money's going, is to bail out state government, states.
To bail out your uncle. Jesus. It is
That's
true.
exactly where the money's going, is to bail out state-owned enterprises.
It's Brasa.
It's Brasa. Yeah.
It's Eskom.
So it's depressing.
That was a funny joke. He's pretty funny. Glenn Beatham and Pam. I like him.
Yeah.
If he wasn't so busy, we could chop it up and chat it out.
Chit-chat.
Chit-chatty.
Chit-chat, yeah.
But oh well.
Anyways.
The Levens. What is life?
What have you got for us?
Me, I just had stories today. Stories, observations, the usual. I mean, sometimes I edit this podcast, I go, where does he get it from?
Can you guys tell we're trying to give you a 60-minute episode?
Are we?
Trying to make it up?
I haven't looked at the script all the time once.
Oh my God. You're just like, Chloe, what do you have for us?
I'm
Chloe,
an
what do you
alpha
have for
male.
us?
Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
good.
No, I felt really bad about last week because last week I think we put out a 30-minute episode. Do you guys remember this would be like...
30 minutes is very long. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's so long.
So is 3 minutes.
So
It's all
long.
about perspective and Vasate.
Yeah, so we don't want to hear anything about it.
So we moved to overrated, underrated. You want a bit of overrated, underrated?
We didn't. I thought we were going to talk about other stuff.
What other stuff?
Are we wrapping it up?
Do you have other stuff to chat about?
Yeah.
Oh, well, zip it
I
up
am-
and zap it out. What have you got? Yeah. You're like, what do you have? I don't have anything.
Oh.
Just opinions, baby. Just opinions.
Well, so this is like also kind of depressing.
How closely related is this to Stony Ginger Beer? Now
No.
ask yourself, if it's anywhere near Stony Ginger Beer, we're moving straight to overrated, underrated.
It's got to do where Stony Ginger Beer is thrown away.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Our landfills.
Oh, what's happening with South African landfills?
Yeah, they're filling up. No more space.
Doing their jobs.
Filling up, no more space. Do you remember Day Zero, like Water Day Zero?
Well, listen up here, Cape Town. Day Zero was made up bullshit. We were never going to Day Zero. And you know what? It worked. It's like the vaccines. Okay, wait, we don't want this taken off. Don't take us off YouTube.
Yeah, fake news.
No, Day Zero's like, it'll run out. And then it was like, we're on day 50. And they're like, oh, there's water. It's like, what? We obviously weren't that close to Day Zero
We
then.
were very close to Day Zero.
I was showering. I was bathing. I sometimes showered and bathed in the same day.
Whoop, whoop. We got him.
No, I'm joking. I was terrified like everyone else. When they started releasing the houses that were using all that water, I remember they'd be like, and 10 Tumbers Kloof Road, 20,000 litres over. People on the WhatsApp group. I never trusted them. They always smell too good, the fuckers. I remember that though. Anyway, yeah. So what's happening with our landfills?
So they're filling up and they're basically saying if we don't formally introduce a reduce, reuse, recycle policy, then, I mean, we're literally going to, I don't know where we, like, I know I think it's Australia, they literally have to move their waste to like different islands. Because they don't have, you know what I mean?
Racist recycling. Let's go to like a Fijian island.
Yeah, let's send it to other third world countries kind of thing.
When you said that, I literally started in my reduce, reuse, and recycle. We all know what we gotta do. Reduce, reuse, and...
I'm bored of hearing that.
I also don't think I got that right, to be honest. Last heard it in grade 3. I'll say it. Recycling sucks. It's boring. It's not sexy.
It is boring. We need to like dress it up, zip it up and zap it down.
Get Kanye on it. Just tell him, Kanye, you're a piece of trash fucked your wife. And he'll be like, I'm going after trash. Funny in more ways than one.
You're delirious.
I haven't eaten. No, we need like someone crazy like it to be cool about recycling.
Yes.
What would your slogans be? Mine one's easy. And it can be applied at all contexts. Zip it up and zap it down. Motherfucker. Imagine you saw that at a school bin. Zip it up and zap it down. Motherfucker. I'd send my children to that school. Motherfucker.
What if the bin actually talked to you?
Yeah. Oh, just the headline. We need to fucking recycle. We alpha males. Oh. I reckon the alpha male gang could get recycling cool again.
They probably could, honestly.
Anyway. What are your slogans?
I've seen some which is like, don't throw away your future. Like it's like pretty hectic. I think that kind of does the job.
Been there, done that. Can't hurt me.
My favorite, an old classic, keep calm and recycle. Obviously.
When did those posters arrive and when did they disappear? Because everyone was like, it was like, you know, moms loved it and then younger kids also like, it was like, keep calm and
I know, it was like
drink
such a...
Black Label. And everyone's like, woohoo, that's cool. And then it's like, you see that now, you're like, fuck, that is not cool. Drinking Black Label is cool, it makes you cooler. Even though it's not from South Africa. We broke that. Oh yeah. Hey, it's us. Thanks. Thanks for joining. I like trains.
True.
Meow. So what happened with these posters? Because you said you know a bit of the history.
I mean, I didn't say that, but I do know the history.
Said it to me off air.
Yeah, but so, because I was thinking, like, you know, when these posters, they dominated in 2013.
Big time.
I had them plastered all over my desk at school, all over my walls. Most of them were like, keep calm and listen to One Direction. Like, I just loved them.
Literally, keep calm and Harry Styles.
Yeah. But they're from World War II.
For what? Like join the army?
Like propaganda posters.
Ooh.
The original layout, which is keep calm and carry on with the crown, when it's red, is exactly how it used to look.
That's one thing I could get behind. They're like, keep calm and kill some Nazis. I'd be like, yeah, buongiorno, I'm Brad Pitt from Inglourious Bastards. I'll kill a Nazi for fun. Italian. Yeah, but other than that, who was using the propaganda? Was it the Nazis?
No.
They did a lot.
They did do a lot, but it wasn't the Nazis. It was Britain's wartime propaganda. That's why the crown.
That makes sense.
From the crown. Other ones were your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution will bring us victory.
Did the poster stutter?
Yep. And I was actually just being true to
I was only kidding.
But can you imagine that? Like being a soldier or being like, you know, you're going to be drafted and you see these posters and they keep calm and carry on. It's quite eerie and quite sinister. Like, don't really ask questions, you know, serve your country, just carry on. And people,
take it easy there, Wilfred. Anyway,
you know, and then people adapt
famous
these.
wartime poet.
People adapt these in 2013 and they're like, keep calm and stash on, you know, like moustaches. And you're like,
keep calm and drink Rhodes. Rhodes, if you're listening, you could use that. Okay, Chloe, you have done an exceptional job today. On the back, I mean, maybe cancellation.
my back is a bit sore.
From Karen, maybe it's your big boobies. Your big old... No, Chloe. That's haram.
Women have been executed for that.
If bitches be showing boobies on podcasts. Yeah, see? I don't know where that came from either. It's time for Overrated, Underrated.
I'm ready.
Bam, 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 bam. Awesome. Okay.
Are you guys ready? I don't think we ever asked the audience if they're ready.
Buckle up and pull down. No.
Zip it up and zip it
Damn,
down.
how did I forget my catchphrase? My mind.
It's almost like you should go to Miami.
Miami, mi amor.
Dale.
Okay, so Chloe, is Lana Rhodes overrated or underrated? And is the Gluck Gluck 3000 overplayed?
No, Samuel. I think
God, that was so...
I think she's probably perfectly rated. I don't think she receives too much hype, but I do think that she receives the recognition that she should get. She's talented.
She is talented.
She's a talented professional woman.
Can confirm.
People have said I look like her, so I'm not going to bash her.
You like the ugly version of her anyway.
That's literally people said. They were like,
No, they
is this the
didn't.
Walmart version of Lana Rhodes? I was like,
What is up with us getting verbally abused in public? No, Chloe, you
if
are...
you put yourself out there, you got to take it. And I know that.
That's what Lana Rhodes does every day.
If you put yourself out there, you got to take it.
Sometimes she takes it from multiple directions.
Oh, shit.
Anyway,
Next one.
the next one is...
Yeah.
Are you ready for this one? Recycling, overrated or underrated?
Overrated. I think it needs rebranding.
True.
I think we should stop call it recycling. We need a new catchphrase.
Surely recycling could rebrand because it's already halfway there.
Absolutely.
Recycling.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The 3 R's gots to go.
And the final one in overrated, underrated today, because I don't want to put you under too much pressure.
Obviously, yeah.
Is Mavericks overrated or underrated?
Again, perfectly rated.
So can I go?
Some people's taste, but not yours, right?
They've got a burger special. Let's go.
It's not.
Can I go?
Yeah, of course you can go.
And then would we still be in a relationship?
That is up for the jury to decide.
What if they're a jury of strippers? Should answer my question about the jury of strippers. Let the record reflect that. But guys, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of KETS and Chloë, also known as Kids Eat Toe Sometimes. I had a good time. Chloë, you have a good time?
I did have a good time.
Whatever. Anyway, Alpha Podcast. No, I'm only joking. Joined as per usual every week. Chloë Melville.
Fist bump.
Oh yeah. Let's have some of that awkwardness. No, Chloë, it's always an absolute pleasure. It's always so much fun. I love zipping it up and zapping it down with you. But you guys do the usual, like, subscribe. Come on. We've dropped off the charts a bit. What's going on with
Don't
that?
tell them that.
Come on, get us back.
Don't tell them that.
It's your duty. It's your duty. But no, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been lovely.
Where's Jesus
Chit-chatting
Christ
it
from? Oh, he's from the Bible. I don't know if I can. I don't even know if we can pull that off.
Bye.